guys, I wanted to share with you a haul video and also give you a little tip about some arts and crafts related TV shows that I just discovered. If you happen to be a member of Amazon Prime, I just saw tonight that they have Scrapbook Soup TV, 3 seasons of it are free for Prime members to watch. So if you are a Prime member, if you haven't seen that show, I think that they regularly air it on PBS and has a lot of really neat stuff on it. I had seen little bits and pieces of that show on YouTube before, but I'd never seen full episodes. Anyway, there's the thing that stuck out the most to me was that Julie Faye-Fan Balzer hosts a lot of the episodes, and she shows a lot of her techniques on there, and I was super excited to see that as one of the offerings from Prime, since, you know, a lot of the videos on there are more geared towards just like movies and you know, just kind of more typical TV show type stuff. So I was really thrilled to find that on there. And now I'll get on with the haul. So I had a Joanns gift card from last year that I've slowly been spending on. I've kind of been hoarding it. And this actually is not from Joanns, but I did want to share that here in Arizona, and they might have something similar where you're at, we have a couple of used bookstores in town that offer used magazines, and this one happens to be Bookman's, but another one here in town that I know is also in other states is Half Price Books, and they also have art related magazines, some that are older, like maybe from the early 2000s up through, you know, more current issues. And I think it's a great way to get some of these, you know, high ticket magazines, because when they first come out, like Somerset Studio, I believe is $14.99 when it comes out. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's $8.99. That might have gone up though since this issue. This is a 2012, and there happened to be a lot to choose from at the Bookman's that I was at, so I really had to sort through them and figure out which one I really wanted, because I wanted all of them, of course. Some of them still have their gift art papers in them, and some of them don't. This one didn't. I think that's why it might have been a little bit cheaper. And it still has so many neat patterns and like really inspiring projects, and then, you know, you'll recognize some of the names of the people writing the articles, and it's just, so I was thrilled to find this magazine there. And not all the Bookmans in town. There was just one in particular that was in Phoenix itself that had Somerset Studio. The other Bookmans that I checked out, which was in Mesa, had less to choose from art-wise, but they also had an art section that had a lot of tools and stamps. I even saw a cinch tool there that was marked down. I think it was version 1 of the cinch for bookbinding, and it was $40. I didn't get it. That's too much for me to spend right now, but so yeah, just a heads up on unique places to find arts and crafts. So this one I really liked. This is a little bit older. It's 2006, and this one I believe is Halloween. Or at least I thought it was when I bought it. But anyway, I just liked the look of the cover, and when I glanced on the inside I could tell it had a lot of really neat stuff. But all of them do really. They all have examples, and the cool thing is that even if it's, you know, 8 or 10 years old. There's still a lot of techniques in here that artists are using today, so it feels really current to me, even though this one's 10 years old. So just a little heads up of possible places to find these arts and crafts magazines. And then they had a 60% off coupon, so I went in there, and like I said, I have that Joanns card that I've just been spending slowly on. I've been wanting to get some paint markers for a while. I was actually on the hunt for the Sharpie water-based paint markers. They only have the oil-based, which I may get actually in the future, because I had tried out a couple of Sharpie oil-based ones before, and they actually worked really well. But I had seen lots of people on here art journaling with the Elmer's brand painters, and so I got these in the fine tip, and I just wanted to make sure to get a white one. They had a lot of different color selection, but this is actually the only pack that they had that was fine tip. The rest of them were either medium point or chisel. And there was a chisel one that was really cool that had some metallics in it with the white, but I went for this because of that fine tip. And then last weekend they had a 20% off additional coupon that they do sometimes, where you can get 20% off additionally even on clearance, and so I grabbed some of their fabric elements. Let's see, this is Rebecca Meyer Designs. I had bought some printed tissue paper of hers a couple months back, so these are on clearance, $4 for 2 pocket and 2 swallowtail pre-sewn canvas flags. It gives you some examples right there. So I thought this would be really fun for handmade books. Looks like there's some more ideas here on the back. I haven't broken into these yet, but I think it'd be really awesome to try out some fabric in art journaling and bookmaking, because I haven't done that yet. And I've seen you guys do some really awesome things with fabric. And this is also fabric. This is the same maker, Rebecca Meyer, and this is a fat hoarder, which quilt makers would be more familiar with. I don't know how well it shows up, but there's actually a raised print, and it looks like nautical stamps, and it's really cool. It has this kind of vintagey look, and there's some butterflies right there. So I'm thinking this could be used for lots of different things. I mean, not only handmade books, but it could be sewn onto the front of a bag or something like that. But this was only 97 cents plus that extra 20% off, so I was excited about that. And then lastly, I found this in clearance, and I believe this was 97 cents. And it's a Heidi Swap like organizer, and I think it was marked down because this book edge thingy is missing, which is no big deal to me, because I'm probably gonna do like a whole thing on the front here, and I'll probably end up just taking these off and reusing them on something else. So I thought this was a nice size. It's really long, but it'd be a great way to keep files and cutouts of magazines and little things. I'm going to use it as an inspiration book, so that whenever I'm feeling blocked, I can just go to this and find some cool stuff. So there'll probably be some clippings from the Somerset Studio issues in here. So anyway, I just wanted to share. I hope everybody's having an awesome weekend, and happy crafting, and thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.